Americans are still left in shock following the non-guilty verdict for the illegal alien who shot Kate Steinle in the back of the head in 2015. Her murder launched a national debate on immigration policy in this country, and for the past 2 years, we had hoped and waited for justice to finally be served, only to realize we live a world where illegals can now shoot Americans in broad daylight and get away with it. As liberals are collectively rejoicing over the news of their precious illegal walking free, one of Washington D.C.'s most infamous traitors, Marco Rubio, has just made an unbelievable announcement following the non-guilty verdict, proving once again that this man is nothing but an Obama minion set on destroying this country. Kate Steinle's murder falls directly on the shoulders of Barack Hussein Obama, who refused to protect our southern border, as well as the mayors of these sanctuary cities who keep thumbing their nose at federal law by choosing to harbor illegal aliens in their cities. Rubio has constantly had the back of Obama and his criminal pandering agenda over the years, as evidenced by Rubio's unbelievable act of treason earlier this year, where he worked alongside known Muslim terrorists to author Senate Resolution 118, that would make speaking out against Islam an illegal crime. So it should come as no surprise that following the non-guilty verdict of Kate Steinle's killer, Rubio would immediately throw America under the bus by pushing for another Obama-motivated policy. What is shocking, however, is the timing that Rubio announced his new mission to protect Obama's illegal aliens, as his announcement came just hours after the non-guilty verdict was handed down. Back in September, Trump ordered the end of DACA, an unconstitutional Obama-era program that protected 800,000 people who were in our country illegally from deportation. Trump understood the seriousness of sending these illegals back to Mexico, as many of these Obama dreamers have been the perpetrators of absolutely horrifying crimes on Americans, including that of illegal Francisco Rios Covarrubias, who kidnapped, raped and murdered a 3-year-old girl back in 2012. The little girl's body was found by authorities duct-taped and covered in feces inside of the illegal alien's closet. But apparently Marco Rubio doesn't care about murdered 3-year-old children, and following the shocking exoneration of Kate Steinle's killer, is announcing his mission to protect illegal aliens from Trump's deportation. The former co-architect of the infamous 2013 Gang of 8 amnesty bill, Senator Marco Rubio, RFL, suggested that he is open to a temporary amnesty for nearly 800,000 illegal aliens that would eventually lead to a permanent amnesty, Breitbart reported. Rubio announced his plan in an interview with Fox News' Laura Ingraham, where he's standing firmly with the Obama-created policy that was put into place under the Obama administration that successfully shielded illegals in our country from being deported. The very same policy that led to the deaths of countless Americans. What planet is this guy from, where following the acquittal of Kate Steinle's murderer, he would immediately come out fighting for the rights of these illegal criminals? Is Rubio a closet liberal? Here's just a few of the horrifying crimes committed by Obama's DACA recipients that Rubio is all too eager to protect, proving once again we have straight-up traitors in the Republican Party. 1. Obama's dreamer kills 2 girls in hit and run while they were playing outside. One of the most horrifying incidents perpetrated by one of Obama's dreamers was back in 2014 when Cynthia Garcia Cisneros, an illegal alien protected by DACA, killed 2 little girls, Anna Dieter Eckert and Abigail Robinson, ages 6 and 11 respectively, in a hit-and-run accident. Garcia Cisneros was convicted of counts of felony for the incident. Dreamer Cynthia Garcia Cisneros ran over stepsisters Anna, 6, and Abigail, 11, in 2013, who were playing in a pile of leaves in the road, killing them both. Garcia Cisneros then drove straight to an auto car wash in what the court ruled was an attempt to wash the evidence from her SUV, the Daily Wire reported. 2. Obama's dreamer rapes 3-year-old LD, duct tapes her, puts her in trash bag, covers her with feces. This horrifying crime from January 2016 was absolutely horrific, as it involved a sex crime against a 3-year-old little girl who was found by authorities duct-taped her and covered in feces inside of a closet. Breitbart News reported in January 2016, the illegal immigrant who was arrested this week in Arizona for a sex crime against a 3-year-old girl, was being shielded from repatriation by President Barack Obama's 2012 Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program, according to the Senate Judiciary Committee. The little girl was found Monday, while duct-taped, inside a trash bag, and covered in feces in a closet in an apartment occupied by Francisco Rios Covarrubias. He was charged with kidnapping, sexual conduct with a minor, felony child abuse, and sex trafficking. The child's mother was also arrested. 3. Obama's dreamer murders Los Angeles high school football star Jamie Ealshaw II, The Daily Wire reported. In 2008, 17-year-old Los Angeles high school football star Jamie Ealshaw II was murdered in cold blood by gang member and dreamer Pedro Espinosa. 4. Obama's dreamer murders American teen in a sanctuary city. Laura Wilkerson described the horror of what happened to her young son Josh, who was savagely murdered by an illegal alien protected by Obama's unconstitutional DACA program in 2013. Breitbart News reported, "We found out later that what he, Hermelio Morales, did was he asked Josh for a ride home from school and Josh said, 'Sure,' Wilkerson said. Then he kicked him so hard in the stomach. Josh was about this big around and he weighed about 100 pounds in the body bag. He kicked him so hard in the stomach that his liver sliced in two and his spine sliced in two. He ruptured his spleen. He took a closet rod and beat Josh over the head so hard with it that it broke in 4 pieces. He strangled him, then let him go. Strangled him, let him go. For the medical examiner, it was just torturous. After he murdered him, as he said, when Josh quit having bloody bubbles come out of his nose, he knew he was gone. He tied him up like an animal with about 13 ropes from the back of his neck to the back of his hands, to the back of his feet. He covered his head with his school shirt. Then he put him in the back of my son's truck and he drove around and he took $2 out of Josh's wallet and he stopped her and bought gas. Then he took him to a field and he took his wallet and school ID out and just placed it by the body. Then he doused him with gas and set him on fire. It was just incredible. 5. Obama's dreamer brutally rapes woman in sanctuary city. This horrifying crime was so brutal that it rocked the local town of Burien, Washington. Salvador Diaz Garcia, 23, attacked a local woman at a gym who was walking on a treadmill, attacking the woman viciously, breaking her jaw and nose, and ripping half of her ear off. 6. Father of murdered Florida mother reveals killer was DACA recipient turned an Obama dreamer. Breitbart reported, Kurt is the father of Kelsey and Gilson, the 24-year-old woman who was allegedly murdered outside a bar by alleged DACA recipient and convicted felon Carlos Ruben Rodriguez, 24 years old. As previously reported by Fox 4 Now, Rodriguez has been charged with second-degree murder following the incident in which he and another man were allegedly in a fight. Witnesses say that's when Rodriguez began allegedly shooting, killing Gilson, and wounding another woman, Cassandra Santos. 7. 3 dreamers arrested in ICE raid with enormous list of felonies. 3 illegal alien gang members arrested in an ICE operation back in May had protected status under the Obama-era DACA program. Since DACA's inception, more than 1,500 illegal immigrants saw their protected status revoked after they were found to be involved with a gang or committed a crime. Breitbart Texas reported. 8. Obama's dreamer helped smuggle illegal aliens in Texas. Illegal alien protected by DACA, Juan Valdez Molina, was busted in Texas for helping a drag queen smuggle illegal aliens across the U.S.-Mexico border, Breitbart Texas reported. 9. 23 DACA recipients arrested in unprecedented nationwide crime sweep. Breitbart News reported in March 2015. Of 2015 9 criminal immigrants arrested in a recent nationwide sweep. 23 were beneficiaries of President Obama's 2012 amnesty, or the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program, according to DHS. The nearly 24 illegal immigrants had been shielded from deportation by DACA, and while all 23 had been part of the program, 8 failed to get their status renewed, meaning that 15 of the arrested criminal aliens were current DACA recipients, the Washington Times reported Thursday. 10. 15 other dreamers of Obama's arrested for dangerous crimes. In 2015, federal agents did a sweep targeting 15 people who were receiving amnesty from Obama, who were found to be guilty of serious crimes. Breitbart News reported in 2015, a U.S. official who was briefed on the arrests told the Associated Press that 14 of the 15 had been convicted of a crime. 11. Obama's dreamer caught with meth and other drugs, Breitbart reported in May. 1 Manuel Martinez, 19, will soon become one of a few DACA recipients who will be deported back to his native country after run-ins with the law. Earlier this year, Martinez was arrested for drug possession after Monterey County Sheriff's deputies found meth and marijuana in his vehicle. Martinez was also charged with trespassing, which he later pleaded no contest to. 12. Obama's dreamer arrested for leading child sex ring, Hernandez Rodas, an illegal alien protected by DACA, was charged with child sex crimes after he allegedly lured a 14-year-old girl, who ended up being a federal agent, into a hotel room for sex. Breitbart Texas reported. 13. Obama's dreamer found guilty of embezzlement. Gus Zamudio, one of Obama's 18-year-old dreamers, was returned to Mexico after embezzling approximately $3,000 from Harris Teeter, the grocery store he was working for in February, according to police, reports confirmed back in May. Had Obama put the lives of Americans before his own agenda or keeping illegals in this country to serve as the next generation of Democratic voters, Kate Steinle and all these other victims would still be alive today. Marco Rubio is a disgusting human being for leading the latest push in D.C. to protect these criminals, proving yet again that is just another Obama minion set on destroying our country.